everyone as the players just make their way to the ice surface. 2013s are making their way to the ice. We got the Wave Invitational. Tide taking on the Flow as we move away along day one here of the tournament. Mike Elliott here on the call as we wait for both teams to get set up. We'll get geared up here with everything, as it's been an exciting day here at the RBC Center in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Looking forward to see some of these young athletes, what they're going to bring to the table. Beautiful day outside as well. We'll give it a few minutes as, of course, to get familiarized with a couple of the players and their numbers, as we're been covering lots of games here all day. As right now, we just wait for the officials, of course. We try to get a quick look at the starting goaltender. See number 34, Lucas Price, in between the pipes for Flow, and down, all the way down in the green jerseys for the Tide. Just get him to turn around for me, we'll be all set up. He's in the zone though as he tries to get all set there. The officials should make their way through the ice surface here shortly. Here, you must have heard me as he skates up there now. I believe that's going to be 91 or 51. Of course, it's tucked in just enough. The announcer telling the kids to pick up the pucks. 3 10-minute periods. Of course, these will play 4 round robin games in the first couple days, and then we'll get set up on Saturday for the quarters, semis, and finals. Kids from all over Eastern United States, Eastern Canada. I believe I see number 34, Deacon Dunny from New York. Great to see. See PEI, Nova Scotia on the Tide, over on the Flow. We get a mix of PEI, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. So great to see what they had the draft. Kids from everywhere. And of course, in the timekeeper's box, Mr. Wade Wide. Done lots of games with him over the years. Usually out of the old barn in Sackville, Nova Scotia. He does a great job. In the timekeeper's box, he gets nice and loud. He gives these kids something to get excited about. The players are ready, just the referees aren't ready. Hopefully somebody's in there knocking on the door. They get them coming out. As we're all at center ice. And hopefully I'm correct, but I believe I have number 51, Warren Murphy, as the goaltender for the Tide. As I see 91, Rowan Murphy up there. No, that's not correct, because there's number 51 right down there in front of me. I'll see if I can, one of the tournament officials come out. I always like to know the goalies. They're the most important part for the teams, of course. You want to say their names a lot. There's one official. And here comes the other one following there behind me. Oh, now we get ready to get this game on the way. Team Tide versus Team Flow. Flow in the blue, Tide in the green. We'll get ready here at center. You can see a great shot there below us as, of course, all these players know each other, played either with each other or against each other in many different tournaments, even at the young age. As the referee gets ready to blow his whistle, we're at center ice, and it looks like we're going to be ready to go. And with the drop of the puck, the Tide take possession. They look to go cross ice with it, trying to connect there with McPherson. Couldn't quite make it happen. Now a little dangle there at center. And McPherson able to pick up a loose puck. They bring it inside the line. A little behind the back passes. It gets taken to the corner. Now trying to shovel one out front. Comes all the way up to the point. Now it's picked off. You see a sicko flying on the far side. Now team flow. Partial 3-on-2 as we're inside. There's the first shot on that short side. Team Tide makes the save. Then they try to bring it right out the far. They get stopped at the blue line. As Flow keeps it in. Green will try again here down below us. Looking up through center. A little bit of wet ice there. A little bit sticky. Now we get a little bump action. These players aren't shying off a little bit of contact. Now it's going to be picked up by Wilson. Wilson got nowhere to go as he gets stopped up there on the far side. Race for the puck here. They just get inside the blue line. Get to the first and picking up in the corner. It's going to be team Flow. Puts it down deep. Brings it back up top. Looking to get open now. Makes a little pass here to the far side. Cycle it down low. Going to be picked up by Landry. Landry looking to come out front of it. That just gets shoveled wide. Flow with a little bit of pressure here now as they're in the corner. Down low, trying to find somebody open out front. They bang away, the goalie's down, puck still loose. Here's a chance on the backhand, and it's in the back of the net. So Flow getting on the board there first. You see who's leading the lineup, see who got that one. We'll wait for the official goal announcement as well. Of course, lots of ice time here for these young players. I believe that's number 81. We'll wait for the official goal announcement from Mr. Wade Wild as just like that flows in the blue line again. Trying to make something happen. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Now from the corner, pass is intercepted. Here comes Team Tide with some numbers back the other way. They're over the blue line. Trying to force one out front. That gets deflected on the short side, but they pick it up down in the corner. And that's going to be picked off. Looking to come up the other way with it. Bouthiet up through center. Can't go too far. Tide picks that off. These teams going back and forth in the neutral zone here. There's a little pass back to their D. They cycle it back and forth. Now it's going to be chipped inside the blue line. Sorry, just outside the blue line, but to defense there, look for a pass. And there's one, almost came right out front. You see the goalie scrambling to get back. Almost a giveaway there. It's a funny bounce off the backboard. Now to get back, here's the goal announcement. And it was Lauren Bader that scored the goal, number 91 from PEI. As we get an offside call. 8:14 remaining here in the first. That's the famous woo from Wade. As Team Tide looks to bring it up the other way. They chip it into the corner. Now Flow trying to bring it out. Can't get outside the blue line. Kept in. Tide looking to promote up to the front net. That gets shoveled off to the side. Flow looking to bring it the other way. Gets tangled up there a little bit. Stays up on his feet. Does move the puck at center. Tide forcing him back the other way. Inside the line now. Not much room to move. Now it's going to be picked up. Moved back by Chasson. Chasson has a quick look. Looking up ice now. Saw there. Nice little play there. And just gets a stick on it. As they tried to headman the puck. They were a little bit too far, but they did touch enough to negate the icing. Now from the far corner. Team Flow scored the first goal in this game. Trying to keep it at the blue line now. It's going to come outside, so they'll have to reset. Have to wait for it to get back onside. And smartly looks to reset there is Hoyt. Back in their own zone. Making a change. Nice little sauce pass there as it's moved over to McDonald. Cooper McDonald can't get the shot off. Back here in the up top. Nice little pass. Now looking for a shot. Look for a deflection on the back door. As shovel on that one towards the net was Jackson Hoyt. Now put down deep from the corner. Trying to find somebody open. Whiffs on that pass attempt. Gets forced though back in the corner by Cooper McDonald. Now from behind the net, going to be picked off by the Tide. They look to headman the puck. Up through center now, to the far side. A couple nice passes from the neutral zone. Now inside the zone. Puck's loose right to the side of the crease. And this just goes so to the far side. Just get a piece of it. And then just that quick, here comes Flo. Partial 2-on-1 back the other way. Look for a pass over. Makes it over, but can't quite get the shot off. And kind of had to reach back for it a little bit to pick it up. Now it's kept it at the blue line. Walking in. There's a wrister. Watch out there as that misses everything. As firing that one towards the goal was Maxime Chasson. Kept in again on the far side. Looking to come outside with from the corner. Trying to find somebody open, keeping the puck possession. Looks to cycle it, almost picked off. As they circle around trying to find it, Flo has it. There's the cycle down low. It's going to be picked up by McDonald again. Looking out front. All looking to set up there was Riker Griffin, but puck didn't quite make it to it. Now comes to the point and it does get out. Now we get a race for it back the other way. Trying to get free. Trying to come in alone. Gets a step. Goes straight to the forehand. And what a pretty little move to make the goalie make the move. Holds on the puck long enough, and it's number 87. Cicely Kennedy, I apologize. Gets the team tied on the board. We're all tied at 1. 5:31 remaining here in the first. We'll bring that back to center. So good puck race there and good speed. Showing the right number, especially here in this province, number 87. And nice little hands as well, right in front of the goalie to make it a 1-1 game. Flo's got the shots on goal 5-3. We're all tied up. They bring the puck inside the line. They do just hold it for the moment, but they almost picked off as we listen for the goal announcement. And it was Silas Kennedy. As Flo looking to get their lead back as they bring it in deep into the corner. Gets taken to the boards. Now comes up top, able to hold it. There's a shot, and that's blocked in front. As getting in front of that was Murphy. That's Rowan Murphy. And comes back the other way with it. Likes to dump it to the corner. Flo picks that off behind net. Start to move it up. Far side now. In front, other Tide bench. There's a shot from a bad angle that misses everything. But kept in. Trying to put it back down deep. Nice little play there. But a nice pass. Oh, set up for the one time. But couldn't quite pull the trigger. Was McDonald. And then just that quick back the other way. Here comes the Tide in over the line. Down deep to the far corner. Pass it back up top. There's a shot. But there's splashing a little leather with his first real test of the game. Getting a glove on that is Price. Makes the save. Covers up. 4:08 remain now here in the first. We're all tied up at 1. On the draw, Flo control in the corner. Gonna put it behind the net. Goes corner to corner with it. Looking up ice now. Pass is deflected by a little bit. But now looking to finish the job. It's gonna be McDonald. Tide goaltender out to make the play, but stealing that from behind the goal. Putting it back up top. Winding up for the long wrist. It's a hard one too that might have been deflected in front. And got some size in that far side. Was Emmett Bouthette. But here comes the Tide looking to clear. They do get outside the line. Flo would have been offside. Play continues. Gets stopped up right at the line. Now looking for a chance. Makes one move, but second one doesn't get it. 2 players go down. Referee's arm stays down as well. Now along the boards. Bouncing puck. Bouthette looking for it. Can't quite handle it. Both teams going back and forth here in the neutral zone. Maybe Flo has a chance here as they're inside the line. Pass out front, holding it and getting back on the back check just to get a stick on that. And now the referee's arm's up and looking back is going to go against the Tide. And he's got the goal, and now he's got a penalty. It's Keddy. So the first power play of the game going to go to the Flo. That's heading to the box. It's going to be number 87, Silas Keddy. Hooking will be the call. 2 minutes up on the clock. 2:57 remaining here in the first. Flo with a chance on the power play here to regain their lead. Tide looks to clear. Bouncing puck does come outside. We get a race for it back the other way. But getting there first is going to be Chasson. He looks to take it around the far side. Little backhand pass up through the middle. Picked up now by Batter. Couldn't get much happening there. Loses the handle. Gets some help. And now it's going to be knocked just outside the line. Flo will have to set up again. Circle back in their own zone. Now moves up down below us. Nice little pass here as they cross the line. Takes it to the corner. 3 blue jerseys now. Now somebody's going to finally walk out. There's a shot in the short side. Nice little save as ripping that one on goal was Landry. Now the puck comes outside the line again. 1:07 left in the power play. Going to bring this one in himself. This is Brent Wilson. Wilson now trying to go up to the forehand. But first shot was fanned on. Second shot lands right on the stick. We're going to get a power play marker. And it goes against the with the flow, sorry. 2-1 now. I believe this time it is going to be Landry putting that one home. He led the lineup. We'll wait and double check for the official goal announcement. Either way, with 1:58 to go here in the first, Flow regained their lead 2-1. As the officials see the penalty box door left open there. Of course, looking over at the benches, 2-line tournament, lots of ice time for these kids, especially if they're second game of the day. See what their energy level is like. Bounce the puck inside the zone. Short side now, looking out front, going to carry it all the way in behind. Still holds it, now hands it off to the corner. It's a Flow. Feeding off that energy from scoring on the power play, but falls down there by the boards. Tide's going to chip it out. Flow will pick it up at center. Takes it all the way back in their own zone. Now he hands it off. Picked up, looking for some room. Let's see what's able with his age group. They're making lots of nice passes. Some great puck movement there. They're trying for a little soft pass. That goes a little bit too far ahead of the intended regard. Here's the goal announcement. And it was Steele Landry, number 19, with the goal. As a Tide headman and Falcon partial one-on-one coming in here. The handoff pass, got to reach for it, and then unable to pull the trigger was the goal scorer, Keddy, who's well rested from sitting in the penalty box there for a minute. Looking to get that back, of course. As we're under a minute to go now here in the first, Flow pick it off in the high slot. Now they're back the other way, inside the line. Brings it all the way back up, and then getting knocked out, and I had to hustle back for it. As being aggressive on the forecheck there was the Tide, but the Flow able to regroup. Looking for an opening here on the short side down below us. Taking it all down below the circle. Looking out front, and that goes right through the crease, but nobody home. Tide's got to pick it up, and they're off to the races the other way. They get center, all by themselves, and loses the handles in the midst of a change. And then fresh off the bench as well was the Flow, and there's a shot there from that far side that misses the intended target. Tide's going to look to try to clear. They do. Put right back in deep from center, though. Tide will try the other side now, up through center. As the clock's going to tick down, though, as the puck's down inside the zone. That's going to do it for us here after one period of play. 2-1 our score. Shots on goal, 7-6. Now I got the Flow leading 2-1, but they're on the home side. But up on the board, they had the visitor as 2-1. Not sure if need a correction on that or not. Either way, we'll get ourselves all set up here for the second. No intermission here at this level. Just 10 minutes back on the clock. And second period will be on their way. And this one, Tide controls the draw. They put it in deep. Looking to tie it back up. From behind the net now. Flow trying to clear. At the blue line. That's going to be kept in, put right back in deep. Flow will try again, this time out through the middle. That one's almost picked off, but it does come outside the line. Tide will be offside. So they got to tag back up. Chance for the Flow to bring it up ice. That one's going to go off a skate, so no icing. Down the other end. Puts the brakes on. Gets contested as he puts it to the corner. Was Hartman. Now the Flow able to hold it in. Looking toward the front end, bouncing puck somewhere in that mad scrum. It doesn't make it through, but now it ends up in the corner. Flow keeping it deep. Back to the blue line now. Looking to set something up. Chason, cross ice pass. Now winding a hard wrister. Nice low, too. It might have been deflected. Now we get a race for it back the other way. Flow gets there first. And it's Chason again. Moving it up. Putting the brakes on. His batter. And everybody kind of looked for a moment. But the referee blows the whistle. Loses sight of the puck for the moment. Puck stays out. 8:40 remaining here in the second. Flow leads by 1. Goals from Batter and Landry. Keddy with the lone marker so far for the Tide. There's a shot from out front. Doesn't quite make it through. Tide look to get out. They do. Headman on that far side trying to get a step. Trying to work its way in. Rips the shot. Got to rip that one too high. As Keddy is looking for a second of the game, but gets nothing but glass on that one. That's a down battle on the boards. Put down in deep, in behind. Flow look to clear. Far side. They're going to put that one down deep. Looking to set up out front now, taking it behind. Still keep possession from the corner. Trying to find somebody else, goes cross ice with it. Walking it now, go wind one up with a howitzer. And a nice toe save there as a Tide goaltender getting a piece of it. Rebound, almost laying on a Flow stick, but it does get cleared to the corner. They'll try again, right at the top of the circle. There's a shot, that goes off a shin pad to the corner. Trying to walk out with it. Gets forced back. Griffin trying to make something happen. Tide knocking along the boards. They got the numbers back the other way. They're over the blue line. Looking for some room. Makes one little move on the backhand, but can't quite get that on goal as it goes to the corner. Flow pick it up. And they're coming back. Trying to find some room. Little headman pass. Just inside the line now. Right from the face-off dot. Fires a shot, and that's right in the old breadbasket from the Tide goaltender. He makes the save, cover up, no rebound. We'll get a stoppage to play now, 7:17 remaining in the second period. On the draw. Tide trying to clear. Flow do hold the line. Tide going to try the other side now as they rim it around the old horseshoe. Up as far as the boards, but not out. As kept in by Chason. Now battle behind the goal. Has a little room on the backhand though. Got to circle back to the boards. Looking out front. Right the pass just inside the circle. And nice save again as the Tide goaltender, this time using the other toe to get a piece to send it to the far corner. Flow with the puck off the boards. Trying to go down below the dot. Can't quite get it out front. Kept in to get the blue line. As this time Wilson puts it in deep. Tide will try the other side. Puts the brakes on. Looks to start to break out. Pass misses the intended target. Kept in to get the blue line. Looking for deflection in front. The Tide goaltender gets down, makes the save. Rebound comes behind. Both teams looking for it. Now that the Tide will try again. As they looked up through the middle, that one's going to miss everybody. And as the whistle goes, icing's going to be the call. 6:06 remaining now here in the second. As I had a quick look at this schedule, even though the teams might be on the wrong bench on the schedule, it does say Flow versus Tide. So that would be why the scoreboard has home and away as they do. Either way, the kids know what the score is, no matter what you put up there. And on the draw, Flow win it, but flying right through the circle where the Tide back the other way, trying to find some room. It gets forced to the wall, put the pass out front. Now they try to shovel one towards the side of the net. Flow will look to clear, but it's off his skate, kept in at the blue line. A little partner pass, far side. There's a wrister that gets all the way through and flashing the leather. Did it on the other end. Price does it again down this end. Makes the save, covers up. We'll get a face-off here inside the Flow zone. And here's some instructions being fed from the coaches there in the Tide bench. They're trying to win that draw, but Flow take it. We're off the boards at the blue line. Kept in. Put down to the corner. Looking back up. Trying to find some room. Looking to move back. There's a quick little one time. Didn't get much wood on that one. And now the Flow will look to clear. Up through center. Other way, trying to make a move. Can't get by the defender. Flow flicked a high one up. Tide trying to force it out. They do. Now we're going to have a little one-on-one action back the other way. Trying to catch it with the trailer as well. Little toe drag shot. But getting a piece of that is Price. Rebound comes to the corner. And now looking to carry it up is the Flow. As they're inside the line. That's about as far as they go. They lose the handle on the boards. Now it's forced deep. Picked up by Griffin. Griffin trying to come out front with it. Nothing but green jerseys there as they pick it off. They look back the other way, up over center. There's a long wrister, hits a shin pad. Picked up again. Quick little pass here, trying to catch a Tide on a change as they're inside the blue line now. Little draw pass. It's in his skates though. Maybe a little bit too fancy. Now trying to get the pass back far side. Still loose. And the Tide on the third attempt do clear the top of the crease. They're back the other way. Over the blue line, right in front of their own bench, down deep in the corner. Trying to come out front with it. But Flow get there first. Trying to force it out. They do. Now on the far side, get a race for it. Maybe some room on the far side. Got a man open in front. Little touch pass. And somehow with that melee in front of the goal, with that partial 2-on-0, pass was over. It did go off the Flow stick. But the Tide goaltender able to read that slide over just enough to keep that out as everybody crashed the net. And as he looks back, see the net's off. Looking to fix it himself. Now he's going to get some help from the official. As he tried to reach in there. I think it's, I look at it right now, is that number 34? Is that Deacon Doherty? Is that the goalie from New York? I wish his jersey wasn't quite tucked in. Hard to see the number. Either way, Flow. Keep it in. Back in the corner. Looking to come out front. Like to go behind. From corner to corner now. Back behind. Trying to spin off a check. Looking to put it out front. It's going to come to the far boards. Put back to the corner. He's skating up with it. He's going to go back to the blue line. He keeps it on side. Puts it down back deep. As the Flow doing a good job cycling the puck in that corner and moving the puck as well. Now trying to come around the top of the circle. Fires the shot. Doesn't make it through. In behind. Flow still with it. Now the chance to come out front. That's going to be picked off. Tide quickly back the other way. As Rowan Murphy brings it on that far side. Murphy puts the brakes on. Backhands it. Down deep. Now looking up top. Here's a chance here. Walked in. Couldn't quite corral the puck. That was trying to find it was Ben Rimmer. But he couldn't quite pull the trigger. Puck comes all the way back to their zone. They chip it up again. And this time on the far side, the change was being made as Graves didn't quite realize. And he looked up. Whistle goes. 3:01 remaining here in the second. 2-1 still our score. Offside draw will come down below us. And on the draw, the scramble for it, Tide finds it, looking to break wide, trying to get around the defender. Couldn't get the shot off, going to take it behind. Now looks to come back to the blue line. Warren Murphy with the wrister, lots of traffic in front, doesn't quite make it through. Rebound, and that goes off a leg, comes to the corner. Tide still with it. Looking to set up, trying to find some room in his skates, trying to split the defenders there. Now the Flow forces it to the corner. Tide trying to dance his way out of the corner. Everybody's poking away at it, still in. Spinning and turning, firing a shot. Saves made, rebounds out. Now back at the blue line. With a shot again. As Murphy gets that one on target. Big pad save, comes out. Now trying to walk out with it. As Keddy looking for another one. That's this one. And did find some room. And that goes behind the goalie through the crease and out the other side. Now Flow looks to clear. By himself now, takes 1-on-2. Looks to break wide. Down below the circle. Trying to get the goalie off his coast. He's able to make the save. Rebound comes in behind. From the corner now. Flow trying to break out. And they do. 2-on-2. One way, the other way. Spinning with it. Leaving it. But it's in the feet. Nobody can quite pick it up. Now it comes up top. Putting that one down deep. It's going to be Varon. Edwin Varon. But Flow pick it up. looking to go for a skate here now down below us. But again, that one extra move too many at the blue line. As skating that one inside was Emmett Bouthette. But offside's got to be the call. Oh, coaches hate when you make that extra dangle right at the blue line. 1:29 remaining here in the second. That one is almost intercepted, almost a mini break there for Tide as they almost stripped that from the defender, but Flo do get it out. Trying to force it here down below us. Moved it up inside the line. Gets taken down. Everybody had a quick look at the referee, parents and myself included. Referees let it go. Flo on the far side. Looking to move it up now. 1 minute left here in the second. Again, all tied up, trying to bring that puck in. Was Batter. Now the Flow in behind again. Trying to pass out there. Shot from the right from the face-off dot. Doesn't get through. Now it's loose as it bounces around. Now it's in the crease area. Save made by the Tide again. Looking to clear it out. At center. Reaching back to pick it up is Rowan Murphy. Murphy takes it all the way down deep from the corner. Gets forced to go in behind the goal. Flo trying to stop that now. You know the Tide would love to tie this up before the horn here. There's a chance here. There's a one time, and that goes off a shin pad as a Flo player putting his body in harm's way there. Flo will have to move quick here. They want to try to get down the other end. They can't get outside their own line. Tide quickly back the other way. They're going to have to go quick as time's ticking down here. Flo picks up, and they're going to flick a high one up as the horn's going to go. That's going to do it for us here after 2 periods of play. 2-1 our score. We'll get all set up here for the third period with a tight game for sure. Realize I didn't. The Flow score didn't click there in the other third period. I do apologize, but we did see it up on the scoreboard. Shots on goal 13-10, also in favor of the Flow after 20 minutes of play. 10 minutes back on the clock. 10 minutes to decide this one here. We'll see if the Tide can make the comeback or the Flow gonna hold on to their lead. Right now, Tide on the attack from the corner. Looking out front, they're trying for a pass. I can't get by. The defender gets forced. But it's kept in at the blue line. Trying to dance his way around. Goes off his shin pad. Flow pick it up. They're looking to skate out. There's a pass up through the middle. Picked up now to get inside the line. Trying to find his way through. Gets pinched off. Trying to find some room there. There's Cooper McDonald. Down the far side. Tide look to clear. Right in front of their own bench now. They skate up through center. Moved it over. There's one move. And a dirty little dangle there as the old toe drag and gets a shot on. As Keddy's been fun to watch here. Made a few moves. Got one on the scoreboard so far as it's dumped in deep. Goaltender out to play it. A little miscommunication out and almost picked off as trying to find a loose puck in behind with Johnson. Puck does come out, and watch out there in the bench as that's deflected out of play. 8:49 remaining here in the third. As just the one penalty. It's been a pretty quick game as well, not a lot of whistles. For this 2013 group, a lot of great looking players at this young age as the Tide back the other way. Here on that short side, fires a shot. Looked like it was going to go wide anyway on the short side, but the Flow goalie taking no chance. Sixth and middle makes the save, covers up. We'll get a face-off now inside the Flow zone. Great action here all weekend. We're at the RBC Arena in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Lots of hockey being had here. Starting today, Friday, Saturday. Of course, with the holiday coming up on Monday. Flow trying to bring it out at center now. Looking for some room. Chips it inside. Tide looking to clear it right back out. It's picked up on that far side by Graves. Graves trying to spin away from a forecheck. Loses the handle. And right there to put it down deep is the Flow. Now pick it up behind the net. Circles around, trying to find somebody open. Still has control. Looking out front now. Look at that kind of tip or redirect. That goes deep to the corner. No. Ty will try again. They flick one up. Now we're going to get a race for it back the other way. As a battle there ensues, and it's going to be picked up by Rowan Murphy, who wins that race. Tried to go up front with it, loses the handle. Now Flow will try to clear it out again. Quick little break-out pass. Let's get outside the line. But it's brought back in. And then right back out again. Flow will try it again. Down below us. As Griffin tries to get the shot through. Can't get anything happening with that one. Picked off at center. Trying again. Flow inside the line. They give it back and forth. Now looking out front. Ty pick it off. Pass far side. Long reach. Able to pick it up. Partial 3-on-2 as they're inside the line. But looking for a pass. 0 back. It does come to Varon, who puts it down deep. Flow looking to clear. Does come out to center. Picked up and then gives it to his defensive partner. Almost fanned out, but they do get it in. There's a long shot to be blocked in front as Varon tried again. In behind, trying to bring it right out and trying to force that puck through on that far side. And now after the whistle, a little flick over the goaltender. Still stays out, but able to get back to his post. Make sure there's no shoveling the puck in. Make sure there's no room between himself and the post, and he's able to keep it out. 6:43 remaining here in the third. On the draw now. There's a chance there with the slapping away as both teams are trying to find it. They just missed on the far side. Flow pick it up, take it behind their own goal. Looking to move it on the boards. They're going to be forced back deep. Looking out front with it now. Try to do the old bank pass or try to catch a goalie off his post. Either way, neither one worked, and the Flow will look to clear. Quick pass down below us. It's going to be chipped in deep by Landry. Tide pick it back up though. Nice little pass there as they break it out up through center. Inside the line, a little fake shot now. Elects to shoot, deflect it wide. Flow's going to go high and hard off the boards. Not going to make it far enough for icing, but there's going to be a race for it. As both teams take it to the corner. And around the other side. Got one open, right at the ring line. Another little pass there, trying to give it back. See if they put it in, and they do! What a great passing play there. Unselfish as well. Some great puck movement in tight. No chance for the goalie there. I thought it might have even been one pass too many. But finishing the job is going to be number 36, Cooper McDonald. Giving the Flow their third here. With 5:42 remaining in the third period. Of course, we always wait for the official goal announcement. But I have McDonald giving the Flow their third. As both teams go back and forth here in the neutral zone. Trying to force it deep. Flow does. Elects not to shoot. Takes it around the goal. Looking for somebody open. Still has it. Takes it all the way out to the blue line. Now leaves it for the defender. Puts it down low. The Flow trying to set something up here now. Grant Johnson for a pass there. And a little hard sauce pass it. But creeping in from the blue line was Wilson, but couldn't quite get enough on it. Now Wilson has it again. Tries to put it out front. That goes off his skate. And he picked up. And the Flow pick it off at center though. Looking to put it down deep again. Get back on side. Trying to cut this way through. Was McDonald again. Couldn't quite get through. Reaching for it. Pushing it ahead. Try to make that pass. Follow the bouncing puck and lands on the Flow stick. Is on the right side of the red line. Dumps it in deep. Ty goaltender got to play that, but it's picked up on the boards. Put down deep. Flow still with it. Forced to the corner. Picking in from the blue line though. Trying to keep that deep. Tide will try again. This time with some room to move. Quick pass on the other side. You have to look up because the defender is just off the bench. They just stay on side at the blue line. There's a shot there. Rebound. But it's going to be cleared just in time. And now the other way. Flow with some numbers. Far side. Got a man open, but elects to shoot and kind of missed the target there, and that one goes wide. Comes all the way up to the blue line. Fire fast now. Over to Keddy. Keddy trying to make a move. With the backhand, he had a hard backhand too that just went high and wide. Flow, look to clear. Up over the line. Looking to get it back. That's picked off by the Tide. But a good back check there, lifting the stick is the Flow. Now they're in behind the net, trying to go back the other way. The Tide read that perfect. Now they're going to try to skate out. Down below us now. Inside the line. Pass back, looking for a shot. Get one, nice little blocker save as Price gets the hand out. Tide holding at the line though. They put it down deep in the corner. A little more urgency with the Tide here now, down by 2. It's in behind. Far side. Flow, pick it off. Quickly back the other way. Just kind of dump that deep. He's looking for a change. But picking that off on the far side is going to be Griffin. Can't make his way to the net though. Tide look to clear. It's going to be deflected and just come outside the line. Flow will set up and try to put it in deep. They do. Back to pick it up though. It's going to be Troy Hartman. Hartman rims it around. And all tied up at the blue line. But getting free was Chasson. But too much on that backhand there. As that lands in the bench. 2:29 remaining here now in the third. Face-off going to stay down deep as the player was inside the line as the puck went out. Now from the corner. They're all bunched up. Tide trying to come out of the scrum with it. Has it for now. It's loose. Flow, pick it off. Spinning and turning, getting that shot. And with traffic in front, Tide goaltender able to see that. Kick it out to the corner. Flow put it right back deep. Trying to find some room. Has a quick look. They wheel around the top. That's going to be picked off. Flick them up ahead. There's players in behind, but couldn't quite get it hard enough and far enough. They could have had a breakaway there on the Tide side, but they do keep it inside the line. Now they get a chance on the short side. Price gets a piece of that. Players go down behind the net. Flow looks to clear. Along the boards now. Tide there to knock it right back in. Tide goaltender still in the net. I've had a quick look over my shoulder, see if they might have pulled the goalie here or not as we're getting close. Now the goalie's going as the puck goes down deep. A little bit too far to get a shot off. And Price is going to jump out and smother that up with 1:28 remaining here in the third. 3-1 our score. Empty net, extra attacker out for the Tide. We'll see if they can get something planned up here, but Flow win the face-off down the corner, along the boards, at the blue line. Flow trying to clear it out. Nice job getting back to hold the line. But again, they're both battling hard there. So who's going to win this battle? Flow trying to get out, Tide trying to keep it in as they whack away. Still stays on. The referee right there as well, making sure, keep a sharp eye. There's a shot that misses everything and takes a funny bounce off the top of the boards. And going to go up into the netting out of play. 1:04 remaining now here in the third. Referee looking for a puck. Face-off's going to be on the far side, they say. But everybody lined up on this side, so. Coach asking a question there why that face-off stayed inside. Here's a face-off win and a shot from the blue line from Troy Hartman. But the Flow goaltender, clear path all the way through, saw that right away in. Makes the save, cover up. And you see now we're under a minute to go here in the third. Tied with another face-off when it comes back to Hartman again with another shot. That was deflected, still loose, and somehow shoots out the other side. Flow try to clear, can't. Kept in. This time, spinning and turning still stays in. And there's a shot that didn't get through. Rebound comes right back to him. And Price should I say, reminiscence of old Carey Price back in the day from the Montreal Canadiens. Might make some people happy, other people not, but Lucas Price with a big save as he sprawls over. Makes a huge one here with 41 seconds remaining now. Tide doing everything again. Another face-off win. There's the pass right to the top of the slot, but it gets deflected, goes to the far side. Tide still with it. Now Flow pick it off. They look to clear. They do. That's going to go the length of the ice, and as it does, the whistle's going to go. 28.5 up on the clock now. Time ticking away on the Tide. Not fast enough for the Flow. Too fast for the Tide. 28.5, 3-1. Been hard enough to get one by Price. 2 and under 30. Going to be tough as well. On the draw now, comes to the boards. Tide lose the handle. Players fall down at the boards. Play continues. It's in the feet. Flow's going to get it out. Now battle at center. Passed over. Tide going to pick it off. Flow there. Force it back the other way. They got the empty net. They backhand one towards the goal. That's going to miss. Now they look to hold it along the boards. And the Tide will pick it up, but it's going to be a little bit too late as time's going to run out. That's going to do it for us here, folks. 3-1 our final. Final shots on goal. 22 for the Tide, 15 for the Flow, but the Flow win by 2, 3-1. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back with more action. Mike Ellie on the call. We'll see everybody next game.